Wherever you are, there God is. Wherever you are, there God is. Wherever you are, there his presence is. Wherever you are, there his leading is. But only if you acknowledge it. Only if you're aware of it. That should give you peace, because that just gave me a lot of peace. Love you. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Can It Be? My name is Zozo. Happy Thursday. Today we're jumping right into it. Isaiah 43:2. When thou passest through the waters, passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burnt, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. When you pass through the waters, when you walk through the fire, when you pass through the waters, he'll be with you, and through the rivers, they will not overflow thee. Nothing will happen to you that will overwhelm you so much that you will be basically unable to breathe. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. Hold on. Was Isaiah written before or after Daniel? Dude, okay, you're not going to believe this. The book of Isaiah was written before the book of Daniel. Isaiah's prophecies are generally dated to the 8th century BCE during the reigns of kings like Uzziah, Hezekiah, and Manasseh. While Daniel is set during the Babylonian exile in the 6th century BCE, though parts of it may have been composed or compiled later. Okay, I don't know if this is like a literal fire or like what the context is. Let me see. Isaiah 43:2. But now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I've called thee by name, thou art mine. Well, anything that belongs to God will always be safe, will always be protected. Imagine you had a little toy. I don't know if y'all had Webkins. When I was in elementary school, we had Webkins. So or we had there's these things that came out around the same time called shooting stars. We also had knockoff Tamagotchis that were, I forget what they were called, but I loved that thing like a pet, right? And no one was messing with my stuff. No one was touching my stuff. There was nothing to be touched. It was protected with my life, right? That's the same thing God is saying. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers they shall not overflow thee. And when thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. For I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Seba for thee. I didn't say it would be easy. I said that I would be with you. That's your ease. There is nothing that's easy. There is nothing that is hard. There's nothing that is easy. Everything down here is hard. Everything down here is suffering. Everything down here is toiling. However, the only way you're able to experience the opposite of it, right? What did King Solomon say? That is the end of the matter. To love. Ecclesiastes. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Allow yourself to be led by God today, tomorrow, every other day, because he knows exactly where he's taking you through. You're not the one taking yourself through whatever it is you're going through. You're not, even though it feels like it, even though it looks like it, even though it's you who's waking up every morning and seemingly having to pass through all the difficult emotions or the difficult situations or the whatever, you're actually being led. And we all know what you focus on is what grows, right? If I told you to close your eyes for a second and think about your room where you sleep. And I want you to notice everything that is red or everything that's white, depending on what your room looks like. Okay, open your eyes. What's blue? Now you're scrambling, going back, trying to figure out what's blue because you weren't focused on that. You're focused on what's red or what's white. Whatever you're focused on is what you will see. If you are in a seemingly barren place and you can't see a single opportunity for yourself, that doesn't mean they're not there. If you are in the floods and all you see is the potential for them to overflow you, and you don't see the one who's leading you through it, or you don't even know he's there, you're not going to see him. Doesn't mean he's not there. The three, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, what did the king say? The king was like, who is that fourth man with them? He saw them. Wherever you are, there God is. Wherever you are, there God is. Wherever you are, there his presence is. Wherever you are, there his leading is. But only if you acknowledge it, only if you're aware of it. That should give you peace, because that just gave me a lot of peace. Love you. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.